Hello students, welcome to the channel Chori Maths. With me here I have a wire question under the topic circle geometry. I'm going to be solving it for you. I'm going to be using two theorems to solve this. Okay, you can actually solve this with other theorems, but I'm going to use two theorems to solve this. Now, the first theorem that I'm going to use says that angles in the same segments are equal. And what does this mean? Let me explain to you what this means, okay? Now from the explanation, we will now go back to solve the question. Let's say we have a circle. Now in this circle, you know what differentiate segments is what we call a chord. So if you check, we have two segments here. We have one, which is a minor segment. Then we have another one, which is a major segment. Now, how do we know angles of the same segment? This is how you know it. You see, let's say we have this chord AB. If there is an angle that originates from this chord AB, let's say the angle is X. Now, if also there is another angle that originates from this chord AB and on the same segment, in this case now they are on the same major segment, then here must be X. In fact, if there is another one that originates, okay, this will also be X. So the trick here is you must know where the angles originate from. All right. The same thing, if I have an angle that originates from AB on this minor segment, then I have another one yet on this minor segment originate from the same chord. So if here is Y, then here must be Y. So basically, this is the explanation for equal or angles in the same segment being equal. So let's go back and solve the question since we know this. Now, students, look at what I'm going to do. Let's check this chord PQ. Can you see this chord PQ? I'm tracing it so that you can see it very well, okay? Now, this chord PQ actually gave birth to this angle C. Can you see it? It's actually from chord PQ. And at the same time, the same chord PQ gave birth to this angle. You can see it. This angle. So what does that suggest? It suggests that the solution to number one is that C is actually equals to 31 degrees. And why is that? Because angles in the same segment are equal. And this is how you present your answer. You need to put the reason and everything is going to be okay. Now, you see, this is important. The explanation is very important. So take note so that you can solve other questions like this, okay? Now, let's go to the second. The second question is to get the value of Y. And what theorem am I going to use? Let me show you the theorem I'm going to use. For the second theorem to get the value of Y, we are going to use the theorem from cyclic quadrilateral, which says that opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. And what does that mean? It means they add up to 180. So let me show you using a diagram so that you understand what I'm talking about. Let's say we have a circle, because you need to understand what a cyclic quadrilateral is. We have a circle. Now, this is cyclic quadrilateral. Once you have a quadrilateral in a circle, so that all the vertices of the quadrilateral are actually on the circumference of the circle. Okay? Then let's say this is A and this is B, C, and D. You find out that both A, B, C, and D are all on the circumference. So what they are telling you now is that the angle at B plus the angle at D, once they add up to 180. And so also the angle at A plus the angle at C, they add up to 180. So let's go back to the question and see what is happening. Now from this question, I need to show you this. Check out P, Q, R, S. Quadrilateral, and all are on the circumference, all the vertices. So we can safely say that angle at P plus angle at angle at R will add up to be what? 180. So to solve the question, we'll come down, and this is Roman figure 2. Therefore means that angle at P plus angle at R will add up to be what? 180, which means that 105 plus angle at R, which is 31, plus Y will give me 180. So that I have 105 plus 31 plus Y is equals to 180. I have 140, 130, not 40 now, 136 plus Y is equals to 180. So that Y is equals to 180 minus 136. My Y is equals to 44 degrees. So in a nutshell, I've gotten my C to be equals to 31. I have a reason for that, and I have my Y to be equals to 44 degrees. So I've solved this question. Now, what I try to do in this is to show you extensively, okay, and comprehensively what these two theorems is all about. So I don't want you to forget, okay? Watch other videos, you see how I explain other theorems on circle geometry. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.